feet tonight, so you may want to take a seat. I'll keep going until you guys are done. But clearly we're here to honor Representative Chester, but we've had a number of people come and show great support for him. For a man that we know is doing great things for Nash County, will continue to do so. Somebody that I have supported, want to continue to support, and just believe in at every single level. I'm sorry, okay, I got my family over there saying this. But at this time, I'd like to introduce and ask, somebody doesn't need to be introduced, but I'd like to ask Sheriff Stone if he'd please come to the podium and say a few words.
It's not like a quick telling you, hey, you gotta get up here and talk about something for a minute. Real briefly, there's nothing I can tell you about the man, Alan Chester, that you don't already know. You're sitting in here so you understand. He has did more for Nash County as a representative than any other representative I have ever known in this county. Thank you for what you did. The money that you brought back to this county, starting with a Bearcat that I could not get funded through my county because of fund issues, has not only been used in this county, but it's been used in other counties, and it has definitely saved lives. I was talking to the sheriff of Iredell County, and he had just got one through a generous senator in his county. And in the last 6 months, it's been shot 3 different times by 3 different individuals. It's a dangerous world out there, and it's people like the support that you do keeps our officers safe. And the unlimited things, the $5 million in this jail, how much that helps to secure bad people not having back out in the streets. I cannot say enough about you ladies for the work you did, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's appreciated. Thank you.
Appreciate all those words, Sheriff. I'm really saddened by the fact you had this great opportunity to ask for more money for the Nash County Sheriff's Department. So people will do it, I'll do it. We need more money for the Nash County Sheriff's Department, if you guys didn't know that already. At this time, I'd like to ask Representative Matthew Winslow, if you please come forward and share with us all the great things that are going on here.
Great crowd, thanks for coming out and supporting Alan. I'd say he's doing a fantastic job. He's somebody in the Joe Center that people respect and love, and he's doing a great job for the days coming in there. He represents you very, very well. The fact that the people here tonight and the level of the leadership and the people here supporting him shows that we really care about having Alan here. I'll tell you that he's in a very competitive district, and we don't take it lightly. Nash County is one of the districts that we plan on keeping, and we need your support. And I thank you so much for being here and donating. And I ask you that don't leave out of here and just donate and say you did a great job. Go ask for other people on behalf of him. Make a list of 3 people and ask them if they can donate to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you for that, Matthew. The average adult learner has to hear something 7 times, so give money, give money, give money. That's the first 3 to Representative Chester. I'd like to ask Representative Ray Pickett to please come forward. And by the way, I thought this was going to be a roast. Everybody saying all these nice things about
Did we say that things around? Thank y'all for coming out. Alan's a great guy. I've enjoyed working with him. He's got your district at heart. That's guaranteed. He talks about all the time that his job is to represent you, and that's what he does. He does a wonderful job. I look forward to working with him further. I know someone's already told you donations. You can also help volunteer. Volunteer at polls. Volunteers to help him door knock. Get out there and help him any way you can, because we need him. We need him to stay in the house, and we want him to stay in the house, because he's a good legislator. And he's a good father. He's just a good man all around. So you've got a good guy representing you. So get out there and help him as much as you can, whatever you can do. If you don't feel like you can make a donation, you can volunteer. You can help him win this race. And we're going to make sure he comes back. Any help you need from me, let me know, brother.
Thank you. Representative Kyle Hall, if you please come forward. Thank you.
Well, maybe this is where the roast will start. Because Alan paid me a lot of money to come tonight to talk about nice things about him, which is all lies. But in all fairness, Alan Chester, he's a freshman. but you wouldn't be able to tell that he's a freshman. He is truly what his slogan is, battle tested. He came in his first term, and it seems like he's been there for a long time, just because he's so well respected, not just in the Republican caucus, but also in the Democratic caucus. He is respected all the way around the legislative building. And it would be foolish for Nash County not to send Alan Chester back to the North Carolina House, because he's doing such an outstanding job for this county. All the money that he's brought back here, all the policy that he has worked on, he's going to go very far in the state legislature. So give a lot of money to him tonight, because he's going to need it, because he is the key to our supermajority also in the House, and our supermajority really for the Senate too is Nash County. So you need to donate to him quite a bit of money. And Alan, I hope I don't embarrass you too much, but really give to him tonight, because he is a great candidate for North Carolina House. He's doing a great job for y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Hall. Folks, you've heard that this is an opportunity to get on the ground floor of investing in our man, Alan Chester. This time I'd like to introduce the Majority Leader, John Bell. Please welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, look, so we can do our part by one, do everything we can to get Alan elected, donate money. Alan's doing his part. What, you got 16, 17 kids now? You're trying to vote for them, whatever it takes, right? No, you know, I'm blessed to look at it two different ways. Number one, I get a chance to go to Raleigh and serve with these fine gentlemen right over here, and we've got a 72 majority Republican caucus that day in and day out tries to do everything they know to do to make the state better. And the work's paid off. Look at what's happening. We have people moving into the state. You look at other states struggling. North Carolina, I think at one time we actually had a surplus. We could buy Illinois. We were calling it North Carolina. But you got a lot of great things that happened. It took a lot of work to get there. And then you look at what's happening, especially in rural counties in eastern North Carolina. You see the conservative movement spread. And districts that they said years ago never would have been won, never could have been won, are now being won by people like Alan Chester. And only did he win the seat when he came in and he went to work. And folks, let me tell you, I took an afternoon to travel around him on one of these big check presentations, and it absolutely wore me out. I did not know you had that many fire departments in Nashville. Alan was there, and of course we had to go by and see the sheriff, because you go by and see the sheriff. The mayor, and so, but Alan has done good work in Raleigh. But the other side I get to see from Alan is what you get to see. Because when I'm not in Raleigh, I'm the president of a company that's right here in Nash County. We chose to be in Nash County. And my representative that visited my company, my representative keeps in touch on what's going on in our business and the needs that we have as a company to grow and expand jobs. And that's what you've got. You've got someone that excels in Raleigh, but also excels at the grassroots side. And I couldn't think of a better person to be here tonight supporting Alan Chester. That is why you see these folks right here. This gentleman came from Tennessee this afternoon to come be here. You got folks living, I'm just joking, not quite Tennessee, but not too far away. But you got folks from the east and the west and all parts of North Carolina to be here to support Alan. And that's why we're here, because you've got one heck of a representative. And please do everything you can to keep him. And we want him back in Raleigh. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. Everything we do to get back there to you. I'd like to invite the House Rules Chair, Dustin Hall, please come forward.
Well, thank you all for being out to support my friend Alan Chester. John said I came a long way tonight. I'm from Caldwell County, which is not quite in Tennessee, but a lot closer to Tennessee than it is Rocky Mount. But for me, it's well worth it to come out to try to help Alan get reelected. And he is going to win, but it's going to take tremendous support. It's going to be a very expensive race. And you've heard some of the great things that we've done as a supermajority in Raleigh from my colleagues in the House. That's what's at stake. The issues like being the best state in the country for business, #1 ranked year after year, having the best tax climate in the country. You can go on and on down the line. Voter ID that we've passed, making sure that men play men's sports and women play women's sports when they're in high school. I didn't know you needed a bill or a law for that, but it turns out you do nowadays, unfortunately. making sure that when folks are here illegally and they get charged with a crime, that the sheriff in those counties are cooperating with federal immigration authorities on ICE. By the way, your sheriff is doing the right thing and cooperating. I'm not talking about him, but there's a handful of sheriffs in our state who are not. We're having to deal with all of these things legislatively right now, and I say all that to say, we've got 72 Republicans in the state house right now. You know how many votes it takes to override a veto? 72. So if we miss one member, if we lose one in this election, we won't be able to override any vetoes. Now, I believe Mark Robinson's going to be the governor, and so he won't even need his veto pen anymore. He'll just have his stamp there to approve it, and won't have to worry about it. But in this state, the one fail-safe is if we've got supermajorities in both chambers, we're able to pass the kinds of legislation that I just mentioned, and the things that are to come and will continue to come and continue to deal with. We're able to continue to pass these great budgets. You've heard about all the funding here from Nash County. I don't know where in the world y'all spent all the money you got last time around. I'll let Alan tell you the number. I'm afraid to say it out loud, but you had tremendous investment in Nash County in this last budget. And the reason why is Alan Chester, the great face he sent to, of course. Alan came in as his first term. Most of the time, freshman members, when they file their first bill, they usually do something like a non-controversial, like the annexation bill or something like that. Alan came to me and he said, well, I'm ready for my first bill. And he dealt with the non-controversial issue of the Second Amendment in his first bill. Tells you the kind of gumption, we'll say, that he has. But he's an incredible fighter for you all in Raleigh. You already know that. The proof's in the pudding. You see what he continues to bring back home. But not only is he important for Nash County, he's important for the entire state. Because again, if we lose him, we can't keep passing the great legislation that you've seen us pass. So get behind him, do all you can to support him financially, do all you can to go out and help him knock on doors and to call voters, because I can tell you in this election, you're already seeing it. Folks on the other side are coming after Alan in this election. They think they can take this district back. You're going to see record amounts of money spent here in Nash County trying to beat Alan Chester. We don't have to outspend them, thankfully, because we've got better ideas, and we can't get swamped out. It's going to take all of us fully to get him elected, and we know he's going to work incredibly hard, so he's going to be fine. But keep doing all you can to support him. Thank y'all for letting me come out and support him with you tonight, and if we can help you with anything, let us know.
Thank you, Mr. Hall. I can promise you have a long list. You know, Alan, I'm supposed to introduce you right now, but I'm not really sure you're going to help your case any better than what these guys have done. But this is the moment. Please come on up here, Representative Chester. Thank you for all you've done. Thanks, Ken, and all you're continuing to do.
That's probably the most common photo I have in my political portfolio right now is me hugging him, handing something off, either handing something off to him or him handing something off to me. But I appreciate you being in my corner since day one. It was the first major political endorsement I got in the primary last cycle.
If I consider major, that's a problem.
That tells you what you're setting the bar. So, and it's interesting, Destin brought up that my first bill, he said I had gumption. Because my first bill I brought up was a Second Amendment bill, getting rid of the pistol permit. And what he failed to do that was I called him, he was a co-sponsor on the bill, and didn't try to talk me out of it, didn't give me any warning or anything. He was like, that's a great idea, I'm with you. Man, those Democrats tried to eat me alive. And he just sit there, he's like, you're good. You're good. And rules, because he's the rules chair, that was where I got hit the most. And he's just sitting up there holding the gavel, just kind of grinning, like, you're good, man. And I think John Bell showed up for that one and tried to help bail me out a little bit, because that was trial by fire. We call it drinking from a fire hydrant. That's where I was, but I was learning quick. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys see in this room, both in the chairs and standing around, what I'm trying to embody in what I do, and that's building community. I appreciate every single one of you guys that come out. It's a Wednesday night. You can be doing any other thing. There's a lot of priorities that could have been placed above this on Wednesday night, but you chose to come here and support me, and that means the world to me. There's still a lot I want to do for this community. There's still a lot I want to do for this state. There's still a lot that our team can get done if we keep the team together. And I just ask that you guys help me with that. Continue to trust me, and I'll do the best I can not to let you down. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. So now this is the part of the night that you don't know about. It was free to get in, but it's going to cost you a comma to get out. Sheriff's got his deputies surrounding the place. We have extra pins in the back. Tipico over there, he's got it. He can help you out. But look, thank y'all for coming. It is important. You know, people say it doesn't matter, but it does matter. Every vote matters. Every dollar matters. Every volunteer hour matters. It all matters. And so we need to rally around somebody that we know is a great leader here in Nash County, and somebody I believe we can support going forward for years and years and years to come. And so thank you for being here. It is a great honor to be here in the presence of all these great men. But thank y'all so much for coming. And again, checkbook, right? Money, 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 money. I think we've accomplished at least the average adult learner. You've heard the message. We need money to make this happen. So thank you.